Welcome to the vlog. It's winter. Enjoy. Well, we're back on Rainwater, and you know, to be perfectly honest, I do enjoy this lake. It's not got big fish in it, it's just quite local. I can park my car really close. It's just convenient. Now, this is just a fishing video. We're just talking about fishing, general things. We'll set up. Now, if you like these kind of videos, like and subscribe, press that bell button, and let's just get the rods out. Do you think I bring enough camera gear? Well, that's the chili M. I've not brought a lot of it, just enough for one rod in the margins, and then I've got some of them core boilies pre-glugged up. Don't forget your heater. Now I'm getting ahead of myself there, because let's be honest, I keep on talking about finding fish, so let's not get the rods out. Let's have a look around the water. Now it looks completely different from this time last year, you know, in the summer. Last time I fished this was autumn, and it was full of leaves. And as you can look around the lake now, it's the middle of winter. It's currently the middle of January. There's only a couple of birds on the lake. There's no weed. There's not a lot going on, to be honest. And what we've got to do is try and find some fish. We've got to find signs of fish first. Now this isn't a big place, so this is why I've come to this peg here, because it's quite high up. You know, it's a considerably higher than all the other pegs on the lake. So it gives me a good viewpoint to look for bubbles, flat spots, anything, but there's not a lot showing, to be honest. And you'll find this, even the birds are just milling around, they're not feeding, they're not looking for things, they're kind of a little bit lost, a little bit dozy is a word to look for. Oh, what do you do? All you got to do is keep on looking, looking and looking. Now on this side of the lake, they're quite deep in the margins, so I might fly a lead over onto this side of the lake. I might take all the lake over, to be honest, because I'm the only person here. I'm the only one stupid enough to come fishing. Who else is going to come fishing? Let's have a look down, let's see what we've got. No day tickets. Carbrook Handling Club, no day tickets. Now here's some snags down here. This is worth looking at. I might get a rod over onto that. It's easy for me to walk around here, put bait in first. In fact, I'm not going to try it, but you could even cast a lead over here and cast onto this peg and then place it down by the trees. You could be really selfish and do that. But if there's anybody else in the lake, don't do it. Bad etiquette. There's a video about etiquette I've done. But the downside of that is, if somebody does turn up here and come fishing in the morning, I've got to move away. It's common courtesy. Can't see anything though. I'm going to be fishing as well on chod rigs. Now I love my chod rigs, you might have gathered that through all the videos, because at this time of year I always fish a pop-up just to get the rig, the hook bait, not the rig, the hook bait, away from the debris on the bottom of the lake. This is the time of year where all the wildlife is on the bottom, all the insects, the grubs, they kind of die back a lot, and you've got a bit of a chance. Now this is a good hot spot here as well. This is the inlet, well it's one of the inlets anyway. Oxygenates the water. Also, it keeps the water temperature a little bit funky and a lot better and easy for the fish to be there. I can't see, there's a few lines on the rope coming across, so you can tell there's a lot of people cast to this spot. I can't see any fish in the margins just yet, so it's worth having a look. Got a rat trap there, as you can see. Humane trap. Bit of meat in there. Rat trap, I think. So hopefully. Nothing in there, as you can see. Let's have a look down here. Can't see anything up in the water. Not a thing. Right. Another point I'm going to do is I am not going to stand on these boards. Now, sound struggles to go into water. The only way sound can go into water is through a medium. So when you walk on those boards, the noise off the board gets transmitted by a medium, which is the wood, so they can hear the footsteps. Now the other peg over there, which I walked on, hasn't got boards down. What it's got gravel, it's hard ground, so it's harder for that to actually transmit the sound into the water. So we've got to try and make sure we don't spook any fish. So it's me chatting now. Also, keep back a little bit from the water. I pushed the camera really far away from me when we was doing the talking and looking into the water. So the camera's over there, so you've got about 35-45 degree angle you've got to look at to try and not get in the fish's view. So keep back away from the water. So when you set your rods up in winter, because it's gin clear, just make sure you set it away from the water. I just love planes. Well, the rods are out on the dance floor, as Leon says. I'm going to try and catch a fish now. I've also got time lapse on the go. It doesn't always work out. It's a grey sky, so I might not actually get any time lapse in this. There's so many things I do now while I'm fishing. I don't have a spare minute of time. It's where people sit down in the bivvy and just chill out. I don't have that privilege. I'm not going to walk on the boards. Well, the sun's starting to set. Oh, I'm going to make a cup of tea. It's Saturday, which means we're going to do a live feed at 6 o'clock, like always. Let's just come over here a little bit. I still haven't seen a fish. That's just how it is. In winter it gets like that and there's no birds knocking about. Look at this, there's not a bird on the lake now. And I always talk about finding the birds, find flat spots, nothing. I can't see nothing. Sometimes that's what happens. All I've got to do now is wait for the sun to set and possibly pick a fish up through the night. So we'll recap. I've got some hemp in the margins, some boilies, I spooned that in, and what I've done then is just throw a scattering around it, and that's on, I can't buy them now, a captor, I caught a captor hook on a blowback rig, and it's fish snowman. So it's got a little core baits bottom bait, and it's got the food stim pop-up 10mm on the top of that. That's on a lead clip, by the way, because it's near the snag, so if it takes off I want the lead to be dropped quite quickly. The other one is out in open water out there, which is on a chod with some boilies scattered around it. I say about 40 boilies. And then I'm over in the shallower part of the lake near the aerator, which is, I'll show you. Which is over there. It's only a small lake, and that has got about 60 baits around it, and that's also fished on a chod. I've got to do now, see if we can catch a fish. In it, it's the middle of January, it's January the 14th, and the tactics have paid off. 60 baits on a chod with the bait from Holland, feed stim. Yeah, it's picked a fish up. There you go, a little bar of gold. It's a nice little common, that. It's about £10 or so, low double. Not going to weigh it. At least it's a fish. It's all worth the effort, innit? It's all worth the effort. You can't catch fish if you sat at home, even in winter. Got to get out and put it in. Do it. Like and subscribe, press the bell button, and see if we can catch another fish. It's still cold though. At least I've caught one. So that was on the feasting pop-up. Super trigger pop-up. That's a good result, I'm happy with that. All you got to do is get out there, try and catch something. Not a big fish, granted, but it's a fish. It's January and it's a fish. But I'm happy with these fish because same with Walker Wood, same with this place. It's relatively new fish that have gone into these waters and they're going to grow. So in the next 10 years, they're going to be some really good fish. And they're pristine. So it's not all about the big fish sometimes. I mean, it could have gone to Birmingham, the south of England, and this is pretty much on my doorstep, and it gives me a chance to get out getting some fishing done, real fishing. So if you get a fish in winter, you're an happy boy, aren't you? So I put it back out, and I put another 40 baits out there. So what was that then? Don't know what that was. So as a result now, I'll explain about how I'm fishing this. Let's just get my bait. I'll explain now, I don't know if you can see me that, but I'll explain. These boilies here, which are core baits, they're covered in enzymes. So I've left them on top of a radiator and they're not gone off, they've gone white, and the enzymes are attacking it. It's the enzymes that's on the bait that draws the fish in. That's why I've not fished over particle on this. I've just decided to just go the enzyme route on top of boilers that are made by a proper decent company, to be honest. A lot of the people use feed stim who make boiler making, they contact them and they get all the ingredients. We'll do another video about that, but that's another story. So that's why. That's why. So I'll put the rod back on the spot now. Tea's not gone down too well. I've had a Thai curry. I'm going to get my head in the sleeping bag and hopefully one will rip off again. I'm hoping the chili emp goes. I'm getting a bit of a cold as well, so right, I'll see you maybe when I get another fish or in the morning, whichever comes first. Typical. At least there was fish there, so cast towards are showing fish. bit wounded by that. Second fish I've lost this year. Hook pulls again. Some 2 choddy hooks as well. Sometimes it's just the way it goes. It's just the way it goes. So, as a result of that, I put the rod, middle rod, back out again. Hopefully, pick some up. There was the only sign of fish, I've seen. Oh well. Nobody's perfect. I didn't have a good night's sleep last night. I woke up quite poorly, to be honest. Then I got a bit of a chest infection. So it's not always great to go fishing when it's like this. You might hear it in my voice, to be honest. At least I caught a fish. That's a bonus. Better start waking up, Anna. I've just seen the first fish over there in the margin over there, just crash right in the margin. So realistically, I need to get a rod over there, don't I? There's nobody on the lake, so I can cast over there. But if somebody does turn up, then I'll have to pull it in, won't I? I think that's what I'll do. I'll cast over there. It's about 6 degrees. 4, 5, 6 degrees, that kind of region. I think I need to make a drink of tea, to be honest, because I don't feel too good at all. I think I'll pack up in a bit, get going, disappear. It's quiet though, isn't it? It's very peaceful this morning. Don't like having a chest infection. Don't like that at all. To be honest, I really don't like that. Oh. I'm gonna go back to bed and have a lie down for an hour because I feel rough. Rough as toast. I think I'm going to bid you farewell. I think I'm going to go back to bed for a couple of hours, and if I catch a fish, you'll see another fish. If you don't, you don't. So thanks for watching the vlog. I really appreciate you taking the time and the effort to comment and subscribe. Give the boy a round of applause. Oh, never mind. See you in the next vlog.